Now we're going to do a segment on things to do with your dog inside to exercise them and give them more activity during the winter months when you might not want to go outside too much with the snow and so forth. So who do we have?
So I'd like to introduce Grainne Levine. She's with Wayward Dog Training. She also is fostering one of our doggies and working with him. So I thought she'd be the perfect person to kind of talk about things that you can do with your dogs indoors when it's cold, rainy, nasty, because they do get bored,
Yes,
right? And
absolutely.
boredom leads to no good typically. So we want to keep them entertained. We want to do fun things that engage them not only physically, but mentally.
Okay.
Mental stimulation can tire them out just as much sometimes if it's done properly. So I actually found a really nice list of activities online, and I put that post on our new website.
Okay.
So you can look it up under useful information, and the new website is bfdaaa.com.
Okay.
So bestfrienddogandanimaladoption.com. So we're going to introduce some of the props and toys that we have here, and we have an amazing guest. I have such a crush on him. His name is Finn.
And tell us right now, he is not available for adoption because
No,
everyone's going
he
to
is not.
call.
He is not.
He is a dream.
You'd have to fight me for Finn.
And me.
Yeah. Finn actually came out of a local shelter. I adopted him at 1 year and 10 months old. He's now a little over 5. He has multiple obedience titles, and he's a certified therapy dog, so he can go visit schools, hospitals, that kind of thing. So
It's great.
He's a great dog. It just shows what you can do with your rescue dog.
That's right.
And Finn is going to demonstrate some of these activities.
We hope.
Yep. We can wake him up again.
He's looking pretty relaxed.
Well, there's treats in
This
here,
is
so
how
he
you
will
nap.
wake up.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go.
Finn, roll. There's a lot of things that are in your house that you can use. You don't have to go out. I mean, we have some great things that you can purchase, but how about some paper cups and a couple of treats?
Okay.
It's that old shell game thing. Just a couple of treats, leave it. And so we'll mix it up, make it tricky for him.
That's funny.
Finn, get it.
Get it. There we go.
And you
She's
can
so
put
smart.
out
You're
multiple cups. You could have a dozen cups out with 3 or 4 or 5 of them with treats
that's
underneath them.
Okay.
And so make it a little more exciting for the dog.
Good boy.
So smart.
Come here, Finn,
He's
back up,
so
back up.
smart.
Okay.
Come here.
Get to work.
Finn, back up, back up. Back up, back up. There are... Finn, over here, please. Come on, quick, please. Puzzle games where they've got to open the doors to get the treats. I'm helping him a little because he's not that familiar with this board. I just brought this one because it's got nice colors.
There we
But
go.
it's not one that he knows. And there are different levels of these boards, kind of from kindergarten through, junior high, sort of. There, one more. Get it.
And what did you say this was called?
A puzzle board.
A puzzle board. Okay.
This is one type here,
Okay.
and we
nice.
have another one here. There's a lot of them
Okay.
at your local pet store and online.
Okay.
This, I like to feed my dogs not in a bowl, so this has some of his food in it.
Okay. Get it.
See how he knows to bang it around, and as he bangs it, the food comes out? So they can eat pretty much their whole meal
Oh, wow.
out of a toy like
And
this.
does it make that slower? Because sometimes how the dogs
yes.
just inhale
Absolutely.
the food.
Yes.
So this could slow them down and
And they
make
have to
them
work for it. So
Right.
instead, for a lot of dogs, there's the 2 most exciting parts of their day are when the people come home and when they eat. And both of them only last for a couple of seconds.
Yep.
So
That's a
you can
good
work their
idea.
brain out, make them hunt for their food.
Mhm.
It's a good way. And it also, like you said, the dogs that eat too fast, it's better for the digestive system if they
Yep.
eat slower.
Yep, I have one. He
And right here.
inhales it and then he chokes.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh,
Happens a lot.
that doesn't help. That would be
In
great.
the line of things that they can eat, these are Kongs. They
Okay.
come in a lot of sizes, and these black ones are really good for the heavy chewers.
Okay.
This one, if you notice, I have it stuffed with food.
Oh, wow.
So he has part of his meal in here. And I moistened it with a little yogurt and froze it.
Wow.
And so he can sit and have this. So that's the kind of thing. Right over here. Right over there. Roll. Yeah. So he could stay there and work with that through the whole,
He's loving it.
for an hour or so, especially when it starts frozen. It takes a while to get all the food out.
Yep.
All right, let me have it. Thank you.
Do you ever do these? I don't know if it's a good or a bad idea. When you're leaving, would you give him that to hang out?
Something like this, because they'll be busy for a while, and then
Right.
by the time he's finished with it, they'll be ready for a nap.
Yep. Yep.
So, especially for when you're leaving, that's a great thing to do, is to give them a frozen Kong.
Okay.
And because it's his food in it, you're not just giving him a load of junk.
Right. Yep.
So you just, however much it takes. Like, I know the one this size takes about a quarter of a cup.
Okay.
So I just cut his meal back a quarter cup
Perfect.
when I feed him that way.
Yep.
This is something called a lotus ball, because it looks kind of like a lotus flower. And if you see, it's got treats in the middle. So these are great to play fetch with, because they're nice and soft, and you can toss them around. Get it. And the dogs will learn to open them.
Oh, wow.
In the beginning, you have to help them,
Okay.
but they'll learn that they can
Okay.
open them. So that's another thing that they will work on. Hey, bring it. Bring it. Good boy. Come here.
Oh, he's so good. Get it.
Get it.
Rah, rah, rah. He's so gentle, too.
He's
Amazing.
a good boy. Another thing you can leave them with, this is a wheel of like pressed food in the middle. There's like a little wheel of it in here. And they'll work on that. And this is also like sort of like a dental stick sort of idea too. Come here, stay over here. And there's lots of treats, lots of toys in that line. This has treats stuffed in the middle. Finn, come back.
He goes, this is great.
This is great. I'm having such a good time.
Christmas. Oh, my goodness.
So
All
that is
these
a
treats all
lot
together.
of. This is another type of ball that you can put the treats or their kibble in.
Yep.
And they come in different sizes. They're smaller for little teeny dogs and bigger. I would get the next size up for him. There's a lot of different things like that.
Okay.
Then there are just interactive games like this. Hear it?
Yeah.
But it's soft.
Oh,
So you
wow.
can throw it in your house and, play fetch going down your hall or something. Oop. Behind the curtain, knocking down the set. Finn, come.
Where'd it go?
Then if you want to get really wild and crazy, this is called a flirt bowl. And you can make it, this is a piece of PVC with a rope going through it and a little toy on the end. Finn.
Get it, get it, get it.
Get it.
Oh, he's so cute.
You can literally make these for like $3 or $4.
Yeah.
It's so cheap, and you can replace the toys. You can make the rope much longer.
Okay.
I also take this outside, in the summer months with a really long rope.
Yep.
I mean, you can swing it around, make
Nice.
them run, make them go crazy. I mean, that's the equivalent of a walk.
Right.
If you can really get
And what
them
kind of rope
engaged.
is that? I'm trying to look.
It's like climber's rope.
Like a braided
Yep.
nylon type
Yep.
rope. Yeah.
Okay.
Very simple.
Yes, I forgot my tug toy outside, but tug is a good game to play with your dog too. But tug has to have rules. See if I can get him to tug on this. Take it.
The rules like somebody has to win. It can't be him
No,
winning.
my rules for tug are let go. If they try to replace their teeth on it, the game stops. Then back up.
Oh, wow.
Take it.
And what is the point of that?
So they don't run up the rope and then catch your fingers by mistake.
Oh,
Take it.
okay.
Take it.
Get it.
Get it.
Oh. They just love interaction too. You know what I mean? Attention.
And you teach them out, and then take it. To get it again. Play the game again.
Nice. Get it. He's a happy guy.
He is.
Out. Good boy.
Wow.
I like to reward the out always with either another game of tug or a treat.
Mm-hmm.
And when you finish, you put it away.
Nice.
Good job, buddy.
He's a good boy. How many months did it take you to teach him all this kind of stuff? Is it just an ongoing thing?
It's ongoing.
Right.
Because, you play one game and then you kind of lose track of something because you're doing something else and you go back to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's always ongoing and there's always new toys and things coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good idea to rotate them. Like, I would never have all of these toys out at one time.
Okay.
I'd have a couple out
Right.
and then I'd rotate them because then it's all new for them again.
Mm-hmm.
So they may have one favorite that's maybe you're feeding him out of this thing every day or out of a Kong every day. But the puzzle games or the things you stuff with treats, I would rotate them.
Smart. Very smart. Yep. Nice. Keeps them busy.
Yeah, there are a lot of things you can do.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Good. Well, very, very good suggestions, especially for these months when it's cold and you don't really want
That's
to go
right.
out.
Yeah.
They don't want to go out either, by the way.
No,
A lot of them.
no, because
so.
it's hard on their feet.
Yeah.
You know, the ice and the snow, like you said, the
Yeah.
salt.
To be
It's very
careful.
hard on
Say
their feet,
hi.
so they
You
would
have to be careful out there.
play inside.
Play inside, right?
And mental stimulation is exhausting for them. You can remember that from your days at school.
Right.
You study for a test, you haven't done anything but sit all day, but you're
Yep.
exhausted.
Yep. Wow.
And so, exercise is wonderful, but just letting them run in the yard doesn't exercise their mind enough. So you really need a little bit of both. It's got to have a good balance.
Thank you for demonstrating, big guy.
Yep.
Thank you very
It's
much
fantastic.
for demonstrating.
Good helper.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You are so
Very,
welcome.
very helpful.